I never knew what real poverty was until I moved to Perth. You guys did something to me that changed my life. You guys took my immunity away. I was born in Mumbai, India, where I lived for the first 35 years of my life. Millions of people still live in poverty, in the slums, on the streets, poor and suffering. And I eradicated all that poverty, all their suffering. But in my head, by creating my own immunity system, by creating my bubble. India is developing, is exciting, is booming. But the fact is, still, millions live in poverty. I come from a very average middle-class family. I had a great life in Mumbai. I had a great corporate job, very good salary, my own house, car, works, etc. And I used to travel overseas a lot for my work. 5-star hotels, business class, first class travels, courtesy my employers. And I would splurge hundreds and thousands of dollars in one day on unnecessary marketing, events, parties. And every time on my return to Mumbai, as soon as I took a cab home, I would be hit with reality on every red light. I would come face to face with these kids begging. They would be not more than probably 3-4 years old, begging. They literally had no clothes on their body, definitely no shoes, begging to survive. Irrespective, it was raining heavily outside or 40-45 degrees out there. And I would sit there in my cab and wonder, why? Why? Why are people like myself and the companies that I work for, which are thousands of them out there, throwing all this money away on unnecessary, unwanted stuff, when there are these kids literally dying on the streets probably every day? It used to hit me like a big bolt. I mean it, big one. But at the same time, my immunity would kick in. My bubble would get recreated, and I would get sucked back into my commercially happy life where I lived ever after. Until I moved to Perth, Australia, the land of abundance. My bubble got bursted right here because I saw a bigger bubble than mine. Here, I saw abundance at a different level. I was fresh off the boats. You know how they say it? Not literally though. But with my fresh eyes and fresh perspective, I could see everything fresh and new. And I could see abundance in every smallest thing all around me. I mean the most basic needs that humans have. Food, clothing, shelter is in so much of abundance for most of the Australians, right? And we are fortunate to be here for that. But for millions in India and around the world, it's a super, super luxury. And we also met some awesome people during our first few weeks and months of moving here, who were now giving back. And I was amazed because they told me they reached a point in their life where they could afford to give back. They had time, they have money, they have resources, and they were giving back to the community. And I was like, wow, This is awesome. We need more of them. But at the same time, I started thinking, why are they giving back now? When should I start giving back? Is there a good time to give back? What if I don't earn enough to give back? And then I also met people who were affected by a tragedy, personally or their friends or family. And they were now drawn towards a certain cause. I call it the trigger moment. So they were triggered. And they were doing fundraising and work for all these causes. They were either running for a cause, biking for a cause, eating for a cause, sleeping for a cause, probably even Bollywood for a cause. And again, I started questioning myself. When will I get triggered? What if I don't get triggered? You know, the fact is, nothing crazy, bad has happened to me till today. And that made me think, how long should I wait for a trigger? How long should we all wait for a trigger? Because those kids need support now, something instant. We anyways live in an instant world, right? Instant food, instant coffee, instant love. Instagram is instant. Everything is instant, instant, right? So why is it, let's give back? Why not give now? Instant. Because these kids can't wait for another 10, 15, 20 years. For me, to create abundance around me, and one fine day, let's give back. Or get triggered. That's when we realized, my wife and myself, that hey, this is the place and the time to do something now. We've got 2 hands. We've got 2 legs. We've got a smart brain. And now, a giving heart. Let's put all of this together and create a social enterprise which will not only do good for others, but at the same time keep us sustainable. We wanted impact and profits to go hand in hand. We didn't want to be a charity. We wanted to do it with our own hands because we took the responsibility of bringing that change. We didn't want to handball it. You know, like some stores sometimes at the checkout, after spending $500, they would ask for $5 extra for a charity. We didn't want our customers to pay even $1 more. It had to be inbuilt within the business model. So in December 2015, which is probably within 2 years' time that we moved here, we decided, okay, let's create a curry-based social enterprise. Yeah, right. Who better than us making awesome curries, right? So our food-based social enterprise was based on a simple model. Buy one, give one. So every time someone would buy food from us, we would donate towards a value of curry meals for education of street kids back in Mumbai, where we tied up with grassroots level charities, and they would run street schools. And these schools would give food as a way of motivation for these kids to come and study. Because the fact is, these kids, mostly from the slums or the streets, couldn't afford more than a meal a day. So hunger and food was a good motivation for them to come and study. And tonight, I would like to thank you guys, because in the last 4 years, our small social enterprise has given away 43,237 curry meals as donations. Woo! And thanks to Perth, thanks to you guys, because you guys have supported us. But this is not the end. It is just the start. We want to reach to millions of kids out there, not only in India, but in Australia and around the world, one curry at a time. India is my Janma Bhoomi, which means a land which gave me birth. But in Australia, we discovered our Karma Bhoomi, which means land of action. I'm just a very average bloke, guys, believe me. Ask my wife. And I realized and acknowledged I have waited far too long. No more waiting. Let's do something about something now. I would just urge all of you guys. Today, you guys have heard awesome speakers, right? Met some awesome people out there. Created these awesome vibes and energies to do something. And my small urge is, let's not pause now. Let's not wait now. Let's not stop now. In fact, let's act now. Not tomorrow, not later, now. This is our karma. We call it Kari Karma. I hope you guys find yours now. Thank you so much and dhanyavad.